Om Sri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan. Brothers and sisters, we are discussing about the aspect of bhajans, and today we are going to dwell upon the third important dimension, how to sing bhajans. Now, this dimension is extremely important. Let us now see the other aspects of bhajan singing or Nam Sankirtan. We have seen so far what is bhajans and why we should sing bhajans. Now the third dimension is how we should render bhajans. Now brothers and sisters, this is a very, very important dimension where we all falter. There are very many discourses, instructions and guidance given by Swami on this aspect, how we should render bhajans and how we should make Swami happy. What does he expect? How can we get his grace by singing bhajans? There are three aspects to it. There are three angles to it. One is the technical aspect, the musical aspect. The next one is the administrative organizational aspect. And the third, the most important aspect, is the spiritual aspect. Now what is the musical aspect? What is the technical aspect? In fact, there are very many videos available, there are very many content available in the net, and there are very many sessions being conducted as regards the technical aspects is concerned. In fact, we only do that. As singers, we only limit ourselves to the technical aspects. Now, what are the technical aspects? The technical aspects of bhajan singing is we need to sing in Shruti. Shruti, Raga, Thala, Bhava, Laya. Then comes the knurlings, the variations and the touches of that bhajan, which we have to practice. Now this is very, very rudimentary, this is very, very fundamental, and there is no compromise on this. Why? Because we are singing Sankirtanam and not Kirtanam. Samyak Kirtanam, Sankirtanam. So we need to pay full attention to these technical aspects. This is very, very rudimentary and fundamental. There is no compromise on this. Because if we do a mistake, then it distorts and disturbs the mind of the listener, and his mind also gets disturbed and his thoughts also gets disturbed. Thereby he is distracted, though he is in a bhajan session. So this aspect is extremely important. The next aspect is the aspect of administration. Now when it comes to administration, there is a guideline which is being released by the organization. All of you must be aware that this book, Guidelines for Sai Bhajans, is available, and there is an exhaustive explanation and procedures which is enunciated in this book. This is our guiding book as regards the administrative aspects are concerned. In this book, there are guidelines how to conduct a bhajan session, how should be the seating arrangements, how should be the altar arrangements, where to keep Swami's chair, how should the mic arrangements, audio-visual equipments to be kept? How should the devotee sit? What is the system to be followed? Which is the first bhajan, Ganesha bhajan, then which will be followed by Guru, it will be followed by Devi, then one Sarvadharma bhajan. All these aspects are written in this book. There is also a mention how to conduct Nagar Sangeetan, how we should conduct Akhand bhajans, and what kind of disciplinary guidelines administratively which is given by Swami to the devotees. Like for example, we need to come on time. The lead singers will have to come on time, preferably dressed in whites. They should come at least 10 minutes before the bhajan session starts. They should be sitting there before the third Omkaram. Why? Because when we chant the first Omkaram, Swami is starting from wherever he is and coming towards you. Second Omkaram, when it is chanted, he is traveling. And the third Omkaram, by the time we finish our third Omkaram, Swami is sitting in his chair. We must be conscious about this fact, and we should conduct ourselves according to this phenomenon. So, we should be sitting there fully prepared. We should practice all our songs. In fact, Swami advises us that we should practice a song 100 times. Then only it will get registered. Then only we can own a song. So when it is practiced 100 times, what happens is that the lyrics of the bhajan, the raga of the bhajan, the beat or the rhythm or the tala of the bhajan, and the laya, everything will fall in place. We are competent to sing and render the bhajan to Bhagavan only when we practice it sufficient number of times. So that part is taken care. Now the only part that is to be taken care is the spiritual aspect. Now what exactly is again the administrative aspect? The administrative aspect contains how we should conduct the bhajans. For example, we start with slower bhajans in the first 15-20 minutes or half an hour. Then medium paced bhajans next. And then we will eventually culminate to faster bhajans. So when the bhajan session is going on, supposing we are in the 3/4 of the bhajan, we would be singing faster bhajans. Initially, we will be singing slower bhajans. So it builds up into a crescendo and it reaches the culmination point. The fastest bhajan is being offered. So this is the normal procedure. We have to sing a Sarvadharma bhajans. This is Swami's direct instructions. And we should also sing bhajans taking into account the two aspects of Samayam and Sandarpam. Swami says about Samayam and Sandarpam. What does it mean? Supposing we are in a public bhajan. We are singing bhajans in a public place where there are very many devotees coming from all segments and maybe all religions also. We should be singing more Sarvadharma bhajans. In Nagar Sangeetan, for example, we should sing more shorter bhajans, not raga based bhajans or slow paced bhajans. That is not suitable for Nagar Sangeetan. Supposing we are going to a temple, depending upon the deity of the temple, when we sing a bhajan in a temple, depending on the deity of the temple, we should be able to switch over maybe more to Devi bhajans if you are going to sing in a Devi temple, more of Ganesha bhajans also if you are singing in a Ganesha temple. But we cannot sing a Sarvadharma bhajan in a temple. Depending upon the crowd, depending upon the audience. Say for example, there are more children. Supposing we go to an orphanage to conduct a public bhajan, we cannot sing a bhajan full of raga which the children will not be able to follow. So we should take more what is called as Balavikas bhajans, which the Balavikas students and children sing. So there are very many aspects which is very, very apt and which is guided by Bhagavan now and then through his discourses. Now all those instructions and guidelines as given by Swami is mentioned in this book. In fact, there is also a section in this book where Swami has clarified a lot of questions. He has answered a lot of questions. So this book is a one-stop shop, a complete guideline for administrative aspects of bhajan singing. Now, as I told you, there are three aspects. One is the technical aspects, about which we are not discussing much here because there are very many material available in the net. There are very many workshops already conducted by students and various professionals in this. The second aspect is the administrative aspect, which is covered here. But brothers and sisters, the most important third aspect is the spiritual aspect. Now, this is why we sing bhajans. It is important, but it has got a limitation. That is not the purpose of bhajans. The purpose of bhajans is to reach Sai, who is indweller in our hearts. And to reach Sai, we need to follow his spiritual guidance. About this, we shall see in the next episode. Please stay tuned. Thank you and Jai Sai Ram.